So today's video, we're going to talk about what are the top 5 luxury communities here in Lakewood Ranch. Now, luxury has kind of taken on a new meaning. It used to be properties that were over $1 million, but now that we've had such an increase in prices here in the Lakewood Ranch area, that's kind of ticked up a little bit. So I'm going to go over 5 communities here in the Lakewood Ranch area that we would consider to be luxury at this time of the market. So if that's of interest, stick around. I have all the details coming right up. Hey, it's MarkBoehmig, Michael Saunders and Company, and in this channel, Living in Lakewood Ranch, we cover all the areas around Lakewood Ranch, from Bradenton down to Sarasota and Siesta Key, all the way up to Anna Maria Island. So today I wanted to talk to you about what the luxury communities are here in Lakewood Ranch, and maybe what is defining a luxury community. And it used to be probably in 2018, 2019, we would consider houses that were $1 million and over. But now that we've had such a market swing, most of that has now gone to the $1.5 million and $2 million up property prices. So with that being said, we have really about 5 communities that are either in Lakewood Ranch or very close to the Lakewood Ranch area that would fall into those categories. So number 1, I would say, is probably Lakewood Ranch Country Club. Now in Lakewood Ranch Country Club, as you know, that is a community that has over 2,000 homes, and there's all price points in there, but we have some fairly large homes that are in Lakewood Ranch Country Club, and the community itself was started around 2000. So they're older homes, more mature, and some very large homes that are in Lakewood Ranch Country Club. And the prices are going to start probably in the 7s and go in excess of $3 and $4 and $5 million, just depending on the particular section that you get inside Lakewood Ranch Country Club. And of course, Lakewood Ranch Country Club is where you have 3 golf courses, you have the 20 tennis courts, a full workout center, and that membership is totally optional. It doesn't have anything to do with living inside the gates of Lakewood Ranch Country Club. So number 2 on our list would probably be Country Club East, which is the sister community to Lakewood Ranch Country Club. So those 3 golf courses that I was talking about, one of them happens to be in Country Club East. They also have the Lodge, which is the restaurant there in Country Club East, and the home prices in there are going to be from the mid-7s to about $2.5 million. So we had 5 or 6 builders that were in Country Club East: Lennar, Neil Signature Homes, John Cannon, Stock, Arthur Ruttenberg. So they ran the gamut as far as the number of different builders that are actually inside the gates of Country Club East. Next on our list would be Lake Club. Now, Lake Club is the only one on this list that does not have an actual golf course inside the community gates, but a lot of people that buy in Lake Club are going to be members at Lakewood Ranch Country Club if golf is on their to-do list. But they do have their own tennis courts, pickleball courts, restaurant, exercise facility, all there inside Lake Club. And Lake Club is a very exclusive feeling community. They have some very large homes in there, and the entry price in there is probably about $1.75 million going up from there. And they have all different size houses in there. The builders in Lake Club are going to include Stock, John Cannon, Lee Wetherington, Arthur Ruttenberg, and maybe a few other custom builders. So number 2 on our list is going to fall just outside the area of Lakewood Ranch, and that's going to be Founders Club. So the thing about Founders Club is it has a golf course in the center, and it's one large circle that surrounds the golf course. And inside there, all the lots are fairly large size. So you're probably looking at a minimum of a ½ an acre and larger. All of those homes in there were custom homes: London Bay, John Cannon, Arthur Ruttenberg, Lee Wetherington. So it is pretty much an exclusive area. Now, it does fall just outside the boundaries of Lakewood Ranch because it's just south of Fruitville Road. So if you go Lorraine south, you hit Fruitville, you turn right, Founders Club is directly there on the left. Easy access into downtown Sarasota is one of the benefits for being there in Founders Club. And probably the number 1 as far as exclusivity, price, and community is going to be Concession. Now, Concession really hit the map in 2021 when they brought one of the pro golf tournaments from Mexico that was canceled because of COVID. And I used to do a lot of research on the number of hits that would come up on certain developments. And prior to that golf being announced there in Concession, there were probably 500 or 600 searches a month, but it went to 60,000 searches a month for Concession because that major golf tournament was coming to Concession. Now, also large lots in Concession. Half acre is not unusual, 1 acre is not unusual. Now, Concession is basically sold out. There's a few lots that remain in there, but all of those are the upper end builders and probably starting at $2.5 million and going up. So if any of those neighborhoods strike an interest with you, I'm going to put a link in the description below. That way you can fill it out and tell me which one of those communities might be of interest to you, and I'd be more than happy to help you navigate the buying or selling process here in Lakewood Ranch. One more thing before we conclude this video. You might be asking yourself, well, what about Wild Blue or Kingfisher Estates or Monarch Acres, some of those communities that are going to have luxury homes? That's a good question. Well, in a future video, we're going to cover those as one grouping of luxury homes that are coming on the market, but we don't really have much of a sales data on those. We only have projected pricing on those, and as they come available, we will add those to the mix for the luxury communities here in Lakewood Ranch. Mark Boehmig, Michael Saunders and Company.